Good morning, XOP. Greetings from the Philippines. This morning, I'd like to share to all of us the story from the 2 Kings chapter 4. Here is a story about Elisha. And there was a woman whose husband has just died, who had borrowed money from a rich person. And this rich person, after the man died, is now would like to take the 2 sons of the mother as payment for the money they borrowed. And so this woman cried to Elisha, asking for help. And when Elisha asked her, "What do you have?" she said, "I don't have nothing except a little jar of oil." And Elijah ordered the woman to gather empty vessels, even borrow more empty vessels from the neighbors. So they gathered the vessels, and after that, I closed the door, and the widow poured the oil into the vessels and filled all the vessels until all the vessels were overflowing. And after all the vessels were filled, then the oil stopped flowing. It was a miracle for that widow. And she called Elisha, telling him that the oil or the vessels are already full. And then Elisha said, "Go and sell some of the oil and pay your debts, and the remaining oil will be used for your needs for a quite long time." And so the woman did, and indeed they were freed from debt, and she saved her 2 sons from becoming a slave. It was a very good example of a miracle from the Lord. Let us remember that in this story, let us always be prepared as a vessel. Be prepared, or be a prepared vessel, because heaven does not run out of oil. Heaven will always overflow with oil, the blessings and the presence of God. While earth can run out of prepared vessels, let us remember, God has always overflowing presence. It is up to us to become a prepared vessel to receive the oil or the presence of God. So let us continue to be in the presence of God, always be in a prayer mode, always be in a receiving mode, so that the Spirit of God can flow to us, into us, and so that from out of us we can also share the presence of God, the anointing of God to other people. James 4:8, it says, "Cleanse your hands, you sinners, purify your hearts, you double-minded." Meaning, we have to cleanse our hands, cleanse our ways, cleanse our lifestyles, and purify our hearts. Double-minded. Sometimes we become in doubt. Sometimes we question the ways of God. But in this case, let us always remember, the Lord wants us to have that faith, and have always the belief, knowing that God will intervene in our behalf. Psalm 84 verse 11, I'd like to end with this, that the plan of God is to bless us with ever increasing favor, moving us from one level of glory to another. This is the plan of God, that His ever increasing favor will be shed upon us and bring us from one level to another in His glory. May His word give us hope and encouragement today. God bless us all. Good morning.